thank you everyone for this amazing discussion.
Thank you all. So I'd like to invite Dr. Raghab P. Das sir, Advisor 1 AICTE, because he is having also busy schedule. So it's getting delayed of the things. Sir, please come and address the gathering. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shubhajit bhai. Good evening, all friends. There's nothing to address as such. It's always fascinating to listen to everybody out there. And I have attended 2 sessions. Let me tell you very frankly, nothing could be more enriching than to sit quiet and listen to these experts. They are eminent people in their domain. They've got all the domain knowledge and expertise, and each one of us must listen to them and get the best out of their experiences and implement it in our own ways, whatever best we can do. Friends, this EduSkill HR Summit is certainly one thing that is in sync with the current times. And perhaps AICTE and EduSkills, they are partnering for this internship and other such industry connect programs. What is more important today as far as the country is concerned is the gap between the education and employment. You all know that. The new education policy 2020 has already come, and that has already begun the whole process of bridging that gap. And EduSkills and several AICTE and other such agencies, including in the private sectors, our colleges and technology institutes are also doing exceedingly good job in terms of bridging that connect, bridging that gap. And the skill gap is the most important thing that we need to do. So 2-3 things come to my mind. The first thing, we all know about the government's priorities as far as the skilling and reskilling of our youth are concerned. Government is giving a lot of emphasis on the Yuva Shakti. That's a very priority area, and you must have noticed in the 100 days program that government has released, the most important priority was given to the skill sector. 2 lakh crore PM's package for 4.1 crore youth is earmarked. And we have got 20 lakh youth to be upskilled, along with upgradations of 1,000 ITIs. The Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities are having ITIs. So our ITIs are becoming the nerve centers for the technology upgradations, and they are the one who will connect it to the relevant skill set that a youth would be looking at it. That's a very important thing that the government is looking at it. Friends, as you are aware, we are the 5th largest economy, and we are the country and the leadership is committed to move fast forward and to become the 3rd largest economy in a couple of years down line. And as far as the innovations and research and innovation ecosystem is concerned, the startup ecosystem, we are the 3rd largest global startup ecosystem with 125 lakhs of startups already in place since the past 9-10 years, and 110 unicorns are also in place. Who are creating these unicorns and who are building this startup ecosystem? It is none other than you. Government can only act as facilitator, but it is the educational institutions, the HEIs, and we these days we are not talking about HEIs, we are in fact integrating right from the schools. We have got Atal Tinkering Labs to institutions, innovations councils, and hackathons and new ideas, boot camps, and whole lot of things are taking place in the government sector. So that is why I would like to look at the new changes happening at the right time, and we must look at the big picture. What is the big picture? The $5 trillion economy. How is that possible? It cannot be possible through small thoughts, through small dreams. APJ Abdul Kalam once said that small dream is a crime. We can't allow our students, our youth to think small. The large picture must be presented to them. The large picture can only come, so I know that innovation and skill is sector agnostic. It is not always you talk about the service sector. Manufacturing sector, I believe, must hold the key. We have got 17% of our GDP coming from the manufacturing sectors. We can't get into the $5 trillion economy unless our manufacturing sector contributes at least 25% of the GDP. That's why the government made a commitment in the Davos summit, last year. So how will you get into that? Government is making a whole lot of efforts. We have got the production-linked incentive schemes that has come 1.97 lakh crore in all 14 strategic sectors government has rolled out. So it's on not money. That the government can talk about the ecosystem, can talk about funding, but what is the most important part is the talent. That is what a great role is with you all to handle. Friends, the one small thing that I would like to, we are in Amritkal, as the government has already 25 years for our is left out for the Viksit Bharat agenda to be realized. And in this Amritkal agenda, we have got 6 key areas, and bridging the education employment gap is one of the most important key areas of focal areas. But when we talk about the new economy, we need not talk about only in terms of the computer and the related areas. They hold the key, certainly they hold the key, but most important is a nuanced understanding of the global economy. So green economy is rising as rapidly as we can think of, or much beyond that, as important area of focus for our industry, and we must train our students. We must come out, roll out with strategy in terms of the course curriculum and other such activities so that we can match that gap. That's green economy. Where India, far ahead than others, had talked about a very ambitious projection of net zero by 2030. It's not that easy. Today, more than 45% of non-fossil fuel, the source, is contributing to the electricity generation. That's a huge thing as far as India is concerned. And we have already thought of making sustainability as a great talking point in our educational institutes even now. IIT Kanpur has rolled out a promising courses on sustainability. And Terry has been doing that quite often. So we have got a new ecosystem already in place to talk about this new economy, and green economy is posing an important area for focus for all of us. Friends, a lot of things have been talked about AI. My assessment of that is one. I would also concur with what our distinguished speaker, Mr. Priyabat Nayak, has said. One very important thing, AI is good, but more than that is required, that is the human intelligence. So world's greatest CEOs, I have got greatest CEOs have come from the social science, history, language, and BA background, BA in history, BA in, Alibaba CEO Jack Ma, he is just BA in English, just graduate BA in English. Susan Wojcicki, the YouTube CEO, he was just BA in history. John McCree, Whole Foods CEO, BA in philosophy. Carly Fiorina, HP CEO, is BA in medieval history. Howard Schultz, CEO Starbucks, he is just BA in communication. It is not that only the technology stuff. The great technologists have created the world empires of the industries. It is certainly that soft skills, one of the previous speakers was saying, that soft skill was important. That can come from a mind which is sufficiently tuned to humanities, to language, to communication and understanding. The latest panel was talking about the mental well-being. A lot can come from the sensitivity and training and the kind of, linguistic, communication skills and abilities. Our leadership at the top can come. So technology, they can create and hire as many good technologists to man that handle, to handle their, operations. But the top leadership must focus on sensitivity, must focus on understanding, must focus on the communication that can create a wonder for their companies and rest to the world. Thank you very much, friend. I wish you all the best.